Hello there. In today's video I would like to demonstrate to you how I use make.com to generate my YouTube thumbnails based on the title and description of my video. So as you can see, these thumbnails are always in the same style, using the same colors and gradients, and always a person here pointing something. And in today's video I would like to show you how I did it and the make automation I created. So let's hop on to make. So I start with a variable, which is the YouTube ID. You can find it here. So I always upload my YouTube video with a title and a description, and then I take this ID and I paste it in here. You could also do this automatically based on a make trigger every time a new YouTube video is published, but I would like to keep a little bit control, so I generate it like this. So there's a variable video ID, and then I have a YouTube module which creates which makes an API call. And it makes an API call via my YouTube connection. So I used OAuth to connect YouTube, and then it makes an API call to /v3/videos. This is the endpoint it uses. Then I use a get method. I set the content type to JSON, and then I give it two query parameters: ID, which is the video ID, and then part, which is snippet statistics and content details. This module basically extracts YouTube data by this video ID. Then I store this title and description in a new variable, a make variable. And then I use a OpenAI module, and this module functions like a generator for an image prompt AI. So this is going to create the actual image. This is a image model module, but this one is going to take the description and title and converts it into a prompt that I use here. So here you can see I have I use a chat completion with GPT 4.1. Then I have a message, and I set the system message. So this basically tells the AI what the model should be, how we should act. And here I tell it, you are a specialist in converting YouTube video title plus description into a YouTube thumbnail description prompt. You will receive a video title and description and return only the prompt, nothing else. Rules: aspect ratio 16:9. It's a YouTube standard. Brand colors, these are the colors I use everywhere, as you can see. I use like a lot of purple and blue and pink. Then style specifications. These are very detailed style specifications. So high resolution, photorealistic, Nordic looking. Sorry, because I'm Nordic. So I'm trying to mimic a person that looks like me. A pose, a lightning, everything like this. And how I generated this prompt was very easy. This is maybe a cool trick for you too. So if you go to let's say YouTube, sorry, I'm on a different YouTube account. I'm not on my own YouTube account. But if you, let's say you want to mimic my screenshot, then what you basically could do is screenshot, for example, my image, then go to Claude, take my image, paste it in, and then you tell it describe the style of this YouTube thumbnail, so I can use it in my image generation prompt. And then Claude is going to check this image, and it's going to describe in very detail what you see, like the visual elements. So I spent like 10 minutes on this to create like basically my studio, like the styles. And then I used these styles into this image generation prompt. Image generation prompt. And then I always get a same like style YouTube thumbnail, but only the video title and description change. And I explained in the system prompt that you receive a video and description. So then I set a message I set it to a user, then it receives a video and description prompt. So then every video is different, but it uses the same style. So it receives video title and description, then it creates a prompt that explains this title and descriptions with these related elements, and then it uses the style. And this generates a image for this model. And then I use the result of this module that will be inserted here. And then in this actual GPT image 1 module, I add a few fixed other specifications. So generated image will be these dimensions. YouTube thumbnail needs to be 1250 to 720. Critical. Yeah, this is an important part because during this time, I record this video, GPT image 1 model can only create, I think, 2 sizes. So we need to crop it later. And that's what I explain here in the prompt. I tell it to add a little margin around the corners so we can later crop it in the right dimensions. So then it will add space above and on left on the right side and on the bottom to keep the important visuals and text in the middle. And then I have like leave 10% margin, position headlines and key text elements in the center left or center right zones, never at the very top. The photorealistic person should be positioned in the middle to lower portion of the frame, not touching the top edge. Top 20% and bottom 20% are danger zones. Avoid placing any text logos, important visuals. Side margins are safer, but still avoid placing crucial elements there. Background gradients and ambient effects can fill the entire frame. Think vertically, the image will lose significant height, so compose with landscape crop mindset. Okay, so then it's going to create a image with margin around it, so we can later crop it. And then the result of this agent I store in my WordPress media library. You can also use Google Drive here, for example, but I use my WordPress media library just because it was easier. And then I use a ZeroCodeKit module. You have to create a free account for this. And this ZeroCodeKit has a few features you can use, a few different modules in Make. And you can give it a source URL from my media library, and you can set a width and height and a fit, like the position. You can do contain, fill, inside, outside, but I used cover, then it covers the whole image. And then it's going to crop in the 1280 to 720. Then I needed this module to convert it from a file URL into a output format JPEG. Get as a URL, no. I want it to be returned as a output buffer, like a buffer version. And then I insert this buffer version of the image into my YouTube API, set a video thumbnail, and then I only need the video ID from the beginning, which is set here. It uses this image again to find my video, and then it inserts the buffer of the cropped image. And that eventually results into something like, let me demo it to you. Maybe I can use one of my older videos to set it for you or demonstrate it for you. The videos, let's say this one. So let's say I want to convert this image.
Haz crecer tu presencia en Internet con nuestra oferta 3x1 en dominios.
I take this ID. I set it here. Save. And then I tell it run once, and now it's going to start. So here it's going to create the prompt for the image model. Now it's generating the actual image. This takes some time because it's an image model, it takes it slower. Let me see if I can open my actual YouTube in the meantime. This is my real account. Alright, videos. Let's see if this is finished. What is going to happen? So if you would like to copy my template, please ask for it in the comments. Then I can maybe create a version for you with not using my WordPress as a media library, but use, for example, a Google Drive module here. I can adjust it, but just please let me know in the comments if there's any interest, then I can spend some time to adjust it for you. So everything is successful. So YouTube video, and this one is also uploaded. Let's see here if it updates. Not yet. This can take some time. Maybe here. Not yet. Let's give it some more time. Maybe if I can go to here. Ah, yes. Here you see it. It adjusted the image. AI translated my store, WooCommerce icon, translation icon, like e-commerce, language flags. Very nice. So yeah, this was my demonstration of this make.com AI generated YouTube thumbnail video. I hope you enjoyed watching. Please, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. I will be very happy to help you. And again, if you would like to have this template, I can spend some time to adjust it for you. If you like my videos, please like it and subscribe to my channel. It would also really help me. Have a great day. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.